Welcome back to Prison Architect. I'm your host, long-time listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. To answer the question that you might be asking yourself, yes, I am wearing a snuggie because it is freezing cold in my house, and I am not ashamed to admit that I'm cold. So, all right, so we're gonna max out our prisoner here, or our prisoner capacity here in a second, with 7 new inmates about to arrive. Um, we're going to do a tunnel search just because we're going to do a lot of tunnel searches. It seemed to kind of get the job done last episode. It's a little bit annoying to have to do so many, but, you know, we do what we can. Let's look at this. Like, of the people that arrived just now, there's a snitch, but we don't really know a whole lot about anybody else. There are some people in there, weren't there? I don't know. Whatever, not a big deal. So we got some people up for parole, including that guy, and it looks like, where'd he go? Yeah, he got released. Heck yeah. So hopefully he doesn't come back. So like if we look at our valuation here, we're doing pretty good. Like I've got 420 grand. I could sell and get 430,000. So I'd have 850 grand, but I'd have to build all of this again, and I don't think if you do that, I don't think you have the chance to get those grants again. Maybe you do. In fact, let's test that theory. Why not? So let's go here, save Folsom Prison, boom. Now, if I go here and sell, like I can start over. We want the pacifier. Yes, we're going to keep the guard dog. We're going large. So I want my 500,000. So I'd have 500,000. Why don't I just get those funds plus the 430? It's weird. I don't want fog of war. And then I don't want, well, forests are okay. Failure condition, dynamic reputations. We're going to keep events off. Weather and temp, staff needs, escape plans. Boom. I think that's all we need here, right? So if I hit play, yeah, they give me 500. Like, I just sold. It doesn't even, like, it's useless. It's useless to sell your prison. Like, what's up with that? What's the point? Did I do that wrong? If I go here and I click sell, selling your prison will allow you to take the profits from this prison and start a new one with a much higher starting bank balance. You'll be able to continue running this prison, but you can only sell. Wait, I can continue to run this prison. All profit from this sale will be transferred to your new site. I don't think that that's true. Like, what if I just go there and now I click play? See, it gives me 460,000. So yeah, so there's the 430,000 from the sale, and then the 30,000 from the balance, or from the the menu options there. But why didn't it give me the full 500 that I wanted again? Whatever. Now we can kind of at least see how it works. But basically, I went from a bank balance of 419,000 plus a prison worth about that much to having $460,000 and no prison. Like, that's kind of not. It doesn't make sense, guys. So, all right. So now we're back to having some prisoners arrive here in a moment. We'll max out our capacity. We kind of backtracked there a little bit, but it's okay. It is kind of nice to see this 430,000 with no deaths and escapes recently. What I don't like is when I go here, 2 staff have died on duty. Like, is there ever a point where that falls off of the radar? You know what I mean? So we've got like 3 dogs resting most of the time. See, like, he's tired. Why don't you go in your little pen and rest, buddy? Like, I wonder if that's enough to where I could put another canine handler down here. I have 12, and I've got like 14 crates. We're going to add a dog handler. And here's why. I know we kind of talked in the last episode about having one there, and one there. Well, if somebody tries to dig out down this way, we don't really have it covered. So let's go patrols and go like that. Now, the next thing I need to do actually is I need to like remove a dog bowl and put a door. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. I think I can just put a staff door there and they can just walk through the dog bowl. So if I do that and go like that, as soon as that door is in there, I can go to deployment, patrols, and assign a dog handler right there. Boom. Now, get this trash out of the way. Somebody's got to do it. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh, who's calling? I don't know that number. We're going to not answer that one. Okay. I need to do a tunnel search. Boom. Oh, I just noticed on the gym mat there's the logo for the developer. Pretty cool. They snuck that in there. Free advertising, you know? Excuse me. Sorry. So we're making some decent money. Like, that number has really started to tick up over the last couple of episodes, and I'm kind of pleased with our progress there. We're going to do another tunnel search first thing in the morning. So maybe we start doing like one right after they shower, and then one like while they're eating their last meal of the day or something like that. Like, that'll be our plan, to try and do 2 a day and maybe pepper in a shakedown every now and then. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to add 6. That's good. Still doing pretty good on capacity for the criminally insane. We've got 10 spots open, which is more than we even have in this cell that we already converted. Like, we still have a cell open, right? Where is it? Where's the open cell? There's an open cell somewhere. This one right here is open. So that's cool. If we can hover in that same number range, then I can just basically leave this for, you know, just so we make sure we at least have enough to cover it. But then I would imagine that once I expand and add a second prison block over here, there are going to be more criminally insane that will end up having to come over here. So it's just pure math. Like, if I've got 200 inmates, 40 of them are going to be criminally insane at any given time or whatever. So we've got to have a lot of capacity to cover that as we expand. So we'll end up probably filling this, converting all of these. All right, so they're about to wake up. Woke up, got out of bed, I drank a comb across my head. Any Beatles fans out there? It's funny, like, when I was younger, I mean, I like the Beatles, but I don't like the same Beatles songs as much as I used to. Like, my favorite songs are now from more of their later years than the early years, where back when I was a kiddo, I pretty much liked everything, but I didn't appreciate the late Beetle stuff as much as I do now. So, anyway. Alright, there are large amounts of contraband. We just did a tunnel search, but we're going to do a shakedown too. Because why not? You know what I mean? Can't hurt anything, really. Unless somebody gets mad because I searched them and then they stab my guard in the neck. Or whatever. Oh, what's going on here? Open the door! So when we do the shakedown, apparently it maybe creates some... Why is there no guard stationed out here? Like, there's supposed to be a guard there. What are you doing? He's way over here. So let's go like this. Like, get over here, man! What in blazes? Like, who's coming to open this door? Okay. There we go. That's my dude. Now that we've done that, now is a good time to check for informants, because you might catch some people with stuff that sends them to solitary, and if they are potential CIs, you can recruit them right that minute. One of our CIs is gone, and the other guy is criminally insane. So he's not super helpful to me, I don't think. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. He might be, like, really observant, because he's kind of like, what's the word? He is, oh my gosh, why can I not think of the word? Where he's always stressed that somebody's watching for him, or like spying on him. What is that word, guys? My brain isn't working. All right, they're about to go eat, and we're going to do tunnel search number 2 for the day. There it goes. Man, it is driving me crazy that I can't think of that word right now. Ooh, look, I can see I'm adding 4 minimum security, but I only have room for 2 because we had more people move out of criminally insane. So we need to go to intake. Drop this. Wait, shouldn't that be the other way around? Whatever. I'm going to just stop trying to think of that word. But you know what word I'm talking about. Like, somebody is always, like, nervous that they're being watched, or, like, they're super paying attention to everything because they're just, like, always worried for one reason or another. There's a word for it. And my brain cannot come up with it right now. So, throw it in the comments. Let's play Thesaurus. Speaking of which, if you've ever played Balderdash, it's a game where basically there are cards in a box that have these really obscure words and then the definition of that word. And basically how it works is the person that reads the card or whatever, they read the word, and then everybody else writes down a definition. Either, like, the general idea is to write down a definition that you think other people will think is the right definition. And it's a lot of fun, and I don't know why I thought about that. Maybe because I was talking about a thesaurus. Anyway, meta objects. Some game objects are actually I don't know. I don't know what this means. I can't read that. Containers. Oh, containers made to store other objects. Like container stores an arbitrary sized object in a box. Only 1 by 1 cells in size. Bed, pack, bed. Workmen can be instructed to repack objects for use somewhere else. Stack stores a large numbers of small objects, i.e. for construction. So a stack of bricks times 25. I don't know. Whatever. Workmen access the object and a new brick, say, is spawned. Okay, can be reloaded with space. I think that has to do with basically like you can have a stack of something like bricks that only occupy one space, and they can go and pull bricks from that stack. Like, okay. Not super helpful, but whatever. Alright, how we doing here? I can bring on 4 minimum security now, so let's add una más. So that was a pretty good day. Nothing crazy happened. We didn't have anybody escape, right? I haven't really been keeping an eye on that, but I feel like we've been doing a good job of preventing escapes with our, high number of tunnel searches and shakedowns that we've been performing. Plus, nobody's getting really angry about it, so that's cool. Danger level is low. 59 are suppressed. So, I wonder if I should get rid of the armed guards in this part of the prison, but I don't think it's a terrible idea to just leave them there. We're doing okay the way things are set up. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. How much time are we dealing with here? Still got a while. I wish I had a good story to tell, because we're at that point in the playthrough where I'm going to need some good stories. And I know I've told a few lately. So, let's talk about... I don't know. It's about time for a tunnel search, though. So, we'll have some action going here when the sun comes up. We've got some inmates coming. We're still doing good here. Right? Yes. Cash flow is still solid. Like, if we just burn through a bunch of days, we're going to be up there to 500K before you know it. And I'm strongly considering starting the construction process when we hit 500K. I think that's a good spot to start, considering I'm still racking up pretty good money every day. Now, when I do it, why am I seeing new items here? Like, it has a star next to it, and it has a star next to deployment, but, like, why? Once I go here, there are no stars. Whatever. Oh, yard time. So, tunnel search. I'm not finding tunnels, but also, like, my dogs aren't sniffing out tunnels. So I'm not super worried about it until, like, I see some evidence that there might be a tunnel. Right now, we're not seeing that evidence. So, all right. So now, how we doing here? Still in the same boat. 4 more arriving tomorrow. We've got a bunch of prisoners up for parole, though. So, yeah, we've got some parole hearings that might increase this intake number for tomorrow, which would be nice, because every time that happens, we get 3,000 bones. We like money. Contraband is out of control, says our security chief. Well, let's do a shakedown. We don't have a whole lot else going on right now, so might as well search a bunch of people and make them angry. Tell you what, this snuggy is doing its job. Kind of forgot I had it on there for a second, not gonna lie. Somebody left me a 3-second voicemail, which tells me it's probably nothing. Hang on. Oh, no, it wasn't. So I got to make a phone call here. As soon as this wraps up, I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. In fact, just stop the shakedown. Well, okay. All right, I'll be right back. Okie dokie, we're back. Sorry about that. That was a guy calling me. We're working on a, well, I don't know if I can really talk about this or not. I guess I can. So I work for a company that sells touchscreens. And Augusta National Golf Club, where they play the Masters, uses our touchscreens for their, like, cash register system, the point of sale. And they're getting ready to do a refresh. Hang on. Finance system changes. You can build on credit. Interesting. Fixed daily income. You receive a lump sum every day at midnight. Hourly costs. Each prisoner gives hourly income. If you have an accountant administrator on site, you can bend the rules. You can spend more per hour than your hourly income. Cash flow, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Interesting, but I don't know that that helps us in any way. At least not for right now. Now, I was saying, so Augusta National, where they play the Masters, they've been using our touchscreens for a while, and they've got their tournament every year is like the second weekend of April. I mean, it's only November, but like normally that wouldn't be an issue to order, 300 all-in-ones or whatever and get them delivered by early March. But given the supply chain challenges and now logistical nightmares that are happening in ports, and the fact that that's going to get worse with the holidays coming up, like it's kind of crunch time. So I was talking to one of my colleagues about some options that we could try and get them. Because, I mean, we've got customers like Taco Bell, Yum Brands, like some big retailers like Target, Walmart that have ordered a gazillion freaking units of a bunch of different things because like they're doing big projects. And then we've got smaller customers too, but bottom line is like availability for product is really bad, and we've got to get them stuff by like early March to get it installed and make sure that it's working appropriately before the Masters starts next year. And of course, every time I talk to them, I'm a golf fan, so every time I talk to them, I'm like, you just let me know if you need me to come down there and check on anything or whatever. And it just never works out. And even like going into last year's tournament, they were doing some testing kind of leading up to the tournament, and they were having these random weird issues that we couldn't identify. Like it would all of a sudden, like the touch would just stop working, and all they had to do was unplug the touch cable and plug it back in, and it would fix the problem. And we did a bunch of troubleshooting, and like from where we were sitting, it looked like it was not an issue with the display. Technically, we think that it was something environmentally that was causing an issue, like other things that they had connected to the device. Bottom line is, I basically said, like, they're kind of sporadic, and it's rare enough that if you don't think it's going to be a huge issue, like, you tell me, do we need to send somebody down there or whatever? And he's like, no, I mean, as rare as it is right now, and the fact that we know a quick and easy fix for it, let's not deal with it because of where we are relative to the tournament. But like his fear was with a whole bunch of traffic that, people coming in and buying stuff and whatnot, he was concerned that that might like make the problem. Wait, we've got 10 minimum security coming. Let's make that 9. He was a little bit concerned that it might make the problem worse or whatever. So we were pretty much on standby. Like Augusta is about a 4-hour drive from me. I was like, I've got a technician that cleared his calendar. Like, you make one phone call and we will be there in 4 hours. But they didn't have the problem naturally, which, like, in a way it's good because we don't want our name on a product that's having issues, especially somewhere like that. But deep down in my heart, I kind of wanted there to be some problems so I could just go there and be at Augusta National during the Masters, try and like finagle my way out into the gallery, into the crowd or whatever. Probably wouldn't have worked. But anyway, I've been trying to get Masters tickets for years. And every year, it's like an annual tradition. I get that email that says, you have not been selected. See, now I have 2 more than I am supposed to have. Dang it. Because we dropped down on the criminally insane capacity. Now, we've got some up for parole, so it's not going to be a huge issue, but like, come bedtime, we might have somebody in a holding cell that we don't have room for. Wait, why is this 95? Ooh, we did discover a tunnel there. Well, let's undo that, and let's do another tunnel search, guys. And now, let's drop this down just in case. Just for a minute. I want to make sure that we don't have any issues there. So that might have been why that one insane guy was in what's it called? The holding cell. All right, so we're at 459,000 and growing. And now we're back to where we're even on minimum security compared to capacity. So that's cool. We'll continue to monitor that and see if we get to where we've got enough to do some more intake tomorrow. Let's do a shakedown. Our prisoners are like, oh, are you serious? Again with the shakedowns and the tunnel searches. Like, jeez. We just spent a bunch of money on staff meals and stuff. And reform program sessions. So I didn't realize that those cost that much money. The reason that you want to do those is because if you can get that criminal reform done, get them an early release, you get that money back and then some. So, plus, if they are reformed, they're less likely to cause problems. So, lots of reasons why you want to have those reform programs. All right, now I can bring on another inmate here. Okay, we're good. We've got the mix right there. See, I have room for one more, and it's bringing one in. That's exactly what we want. And I kind of like seeing that criminally insane number tick down, and I'll bet it's got a lot to do with the fact that we haven't had any events that people go nuts because they don't get to see their family, or they don't get good meals for a couple days, or they don't have a radio to listen to, or whatever the reason. They're going crazy town, and I don't like it. And now we're starting to get the sense that maybe that contributes to a lot of that. So, come on, I want this number to be going up. It went down over the last few minutes. I was kind of hoping we'd get to like 500 grand by the end of this episode to where I can really start thinking, that number's growing fast enough that maybe we go ahead and spring for phase 2 of the prison facility. Because I'm sure I'm going to have some issues with it. Like, I'm going to have to kind of think about what I want to do with deliveries. Because if I just put my building on the other side of deliveries, then it will be way up against the outer edge of the map, and I don't necessarily like that. But also, I'd have to have, like, I just don't like it. So I got to figure out something. Maybe I put, like, deliveries up here outside of the fence or outside of the perimeter wall, but then they've got a long walk to get to the main entrance. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. I might even just, like, put the wall, like, you see here, I could have deliveries come in here, but I really want them getting checked before they even get into the prison. So I think I would just leave deliveries where it is, maybe even expand it for the build process, because we're going to have a ton of stuff coming in. Ooh, yeah, see there? Went up by $9,000. Heck yeah. But anyway, I might need to have a bigger deliveries area, but just start everything right here after we build that. And I keep forgetting I need 80,000. Let's just go ahead and do this. We're going to have to do it anyway. Yeah, check that out. See, that's not as big as I needed it to be. Dang it. I have to go again. That's not nearly big enough. That's a bummer. Like, now I have enough to do another one of these. But we just went from 468,000 to 308,000. Like that. That's a bummer. But that's the way it goes, I guess. Got to spend money to make money, and we're going to have to spend a lot of money. Okay, we still got that right. We just pretty much need to watch that criminally insane number. If it changes, that's where all those other numbers kind of get thrown off a little bit. But that's that. All right, when they wake up, we do a tunnel search. We'll probably get like another day in here before the episode wraps. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Let's keep an eye on this because we're getting really close to time for that arrival. I think we're good to go. They're about to wake up, get a shower, and get a tunnel search. There's the shower. And wait for it. Started watching old Seinfeld episodes the other day. Such a good show. It really is. I mean, it's one of a kind. Like, there's just nothing else that really, I feel like, checks all the boxes that it does. See, like, why is there, like, it says 67 and 68, and, like, it's just weird how that, there it goes. Go, 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 go. Get it. Get it. All right. Didn't find any tunnels. Now, yeah, we're still same number of criminally insane, so that's okay. But how did we lose money when those prisoners arrived? Oh, there were only 2 of them. That's how. What? Oh. How are we doing over here? Danger level still low. A lot of prisoners are still pretty happy. Guards are still 100% happy. 12 have serious complaints, but I think that's just like some of them are needing breaks, and that's kind of what that number is reflected by. But why is that a serious complaint? Let's go to needs and look at, like, prisoner needs are pretty good. We're never going to really have the privacy one. Staff needs, rest, food, warmth are listed as critical. Like, the rest is the reason why. Warmth, why? It's summertime and it's sunny. Why are they having complaints about being warm? Like, what is that about? That should not be the case when it's sunny and warm. Ay, ay, ay. Doing good on all of those. Prison labor. I think we're still in pretty decent shape. We don't have enough people to complete all of those tasks yet, but we'll get there. And now let's go here, here. I still have a CI, but he's criminally insane. But let's bring him in and see if he gives us any good intel. Yeah, see, like this guy has a club. We need to search him. So there's that. We need to search this dude. And then search that cell. And not done yet. Search that cell. Search that cell. Roach. You about to get searched, my man. Oh. Hey, what is this about? Search room. Search room. And did I get this dude? Quail. Alright, I think that's all of them. Whoa. Okay, so now deactivate, send him back. And now we're going to find a bunch of stuff and send some people off to pay for their crimes. But still doing good on the intake front. Things are running pretty darn smooth, gotta say. Ever since we kind of changed our strategy, see, they're about to go eat. We're going to do another tunnel search here as soon as they go eat. Boom. Just in case we missed one the last 7 times we searched. Oh, it is so cold in my house. We generally keep the temperature a little on the low side in the winter. And a little on the warmish, not warm side, but like, you know, people say 72 is like room temp. That's what we keep our house at. But a lot of people in the South keep it at like 68 because it gets so obnoxiously hot in the summer that you just like to walk in and it feel like, oh my gosh, it feels so good in here. But at 72, you get that feeling for like a minute, and then it's just like kind of comfortable after that instead of still feeling nice and cool. So, anyway. All right, we'll go ahead and try and get to like the end of the day here. We'll do a shakedown whenever they go back for lockup, and then we'll wrap up the episode. That's the plan. So, sorry, I'm getting texts and messages and all kinds of stuff on my phone. But, man, it really hurt to have to spend that money. But it's, you know, we were going to have to do it anyway. Now it's done. And then, again, like if I wanted to go quick build, clone, and let's just say that I go like, I start right here. Where is it? Clone. Oh, it's right click and drag. And then I go all the way up here like, I guess that. See, it says, how do I rotate it? Estimated price, $152,000. Well, that is wrong. You know, I could start it for that, but it's going to cost a lot more than that to build all of that. I think like that's just how much it costs for them to like build the plans and get started. But it's probably going to cost close to $1 million to build that facility. Like, it's going to take it's going to take whatever I just said out of the bank almost immediately, if I remember correctly, and then start building and sourcing materials and objects. So I wish that number was like, here's how much it's going to cost to do this. Because it's not. That's not the number. Oh, man, we forgot to do our shakedown. We'll start it now, and then whenever it's done, we'll wrap. So, do they wake the people up? It doesn't look like they wake them up, which is cool because it doesn't make it as intrusive for the inmates, I guess. Oh, no, see, he woke him up. Is he going to wake this guy up? Why would you go over there? You're not done searching in here. Why are you... Yeah, see, they do wake them up. But then they just go right back to sleep. So maybe it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, 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 ooh. Almost. Let's go ahead and fix that. You rascal. Wait, it says I can't get there? Searched. Blocked. Dangerous. Too many times. So, that dude... This guy is a nuisance. And we just left him in there. What is up with that? This guy got injured. So this shakedown had some stuff going on. Holy smokes. Now, let's just check here. We're still good. We've got 6 set to arrive. That'll get us up to status quo. And it just auto-saved. So good job. Good timing. I want to know why this guy is only in lockdown when he tried to escape, had tools, and was destroying equipment. Like, what's my policy? Escape attempt. Lockdown. Destruction, lockdown. Found tools, lockdown. So, apparently, that's just lockdown. This needs to be solitary. Like, if you... Let's go in and change some of these while we have a chance. Destruction, yeah, lockdown. You escape, you are going in... You try to escape, you're going into solitary for 2 hours. You attack a prisoner, you're going into solitary. You attack staff, you're going into solitary for 2 hours. Injury, serious injury. See, it says we're going to up your security. Murder, it says you're going to maximum security. That's about right. Intoxication, we will search you and your cell. Found weapons, search you and your cell. Found like, why would you not search the person if you found tools? Like, where are we finding tools? Whatever. Found tools, lockdown, found drugs, weapons. Yeah, so drugs, narcotics, and weapons, you need to go to solitary because those can be pretty serious. Like, those can result in either escapes or death. Tools, I'm not too worried about. Because I would imagine if we found tools, you were using those for an escape attempt, you're already going to solitary anyway. So that's that. All right. I think we're good to go. That's how we will end this episode. So if you haven't, actually make sure I save it. I know it just did an autosave, but we'll double up on it just to be sure. So that is it for this episode. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below, and we will see y'all next time.